Hi, I'm Dr. Liz Ione and welcome to Work Through Week 1 Foundation Tier. Today we're doing 8 non-calculator questions on fractions, decimals and percentages, real exam style practice. I'll show you every step so you can follow along. Remember to pause before each solution if you want to try it first. Let's go. Simplify 18 divided by 24. What is the highest common factor of 18 and 24? Divided by 6, divided by 6. 18 divided by 6 is 3, 24 divided by 6 is 4. Write 3 divided by 8 as a decimal. In this case, I'm going to be using the bus stop method. 3 on the inside and 8 on the outside. Can 8 go into 3? No. We introduce a decimal point and you put a 0 there. Since 8 cannot go into 3, it's 0 with a remainder of 3. 8 into 30 is 3. 8 times 3 is 24. So it has a remainder of 6. 8 into 60 is 7. 8 times 7 is 56 with a remainder of 4. 8 into 40 is 5. 8 times 5 is 40. There is no remainder. So we're done. 3 over 8 equals 0.375. The third one. Find 25% of 68 pounds. Without a calculator, you need a 10%, so you partition the percentage 25% into 10% and 5%. 10, 10, 5 is 25. But each one multiply by 68. And then what do we do? 10% of a number means you take the number and divide it by 10. 68 divided by 10 is 6.8. Another 6.8. Now 5% is half of 10%. So half of 6.8 is 3.4. Altogether, when you add, this is 25%. And here, when you add this all up, 16, 20, 12, 15, and 17. So a quarter, 25% of 68 equals 17 pounds. Arrange 0.25, 0.28, a third, 2 over 5 in ascending order means from the smallest to the largest. So what you want to do is change all this into the same representation. So 25%. Maybe as a fraction and everything all as fraction, or you change everything to decimal. The approach we're going to take is to change all to decimal. 1/3 is 0.333 and so on. 2/5 is 0.4. Now, arranging from smallest to largest, let's put them all together. 0.25, 0.333, 0.28 and 0.4. So from smallest, just looking 2, yes, which of them is smaller? So 0.25, 5 is smaller than 8, so this goes first. 0.25. Then you have this next, 0.28, and then we have the 0.3333, which is the same 1/3, and 0.4, which is the same as 2 over 5. So that's how you arrange from smallest to largest. Find 2/5 of 60. 2 over 5 times 60. There are two ways you could do this. Either you divide the 60 by 5 and your answer multiplied by 2, or you make the 60 look like a fraction by introducing a denominator over 1, and then you multiply the numerators together. 2 times 60 is 120 and 5 times 1 is 5. Without a calculator you can still do this. 5 into 1, no. 5 into 12 is 2 with a remainder of 2. 5 into 20 is 4. So you could do it that way, or you could use the first method, which is 60 divided by 5, which is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. Divide by the bottom number, multiply by the top number. Increase 50 pounds by 12%. Increase is key here. So we do 12%. You step 1, do 12% of 50 pounds, which we can easily do by doing 10% and 2% of £50. 10% of £50 is 5, and 2% of £50, we can do 1% and 1%. So 1% of £50 is 0.5, and 1% of £50 is another 0.5. And when you add that, you get 1 altogether. 12% means that you would get £6 here. Step 2. Increase is £50 plus the 6, which is £56. Write 0.64 as a fraction in its simplest form. 0.64 is the same as saying 6400. Simplify this, you get 2 goes into 64, 32 times, and 2 goes into 100, 50 times. 2 can still go in, divided by 2 here. 2 goes into 32, 16 times, and 2 goes into 50, 25 times. And that's it in the simplest form. Trainers costs £54 after a 10% discount. Find original price. Using the bar model, this is 100%. We don't know how much that is, 100% is. That's the original price. However, we do know when there is been a 10% discount, so that's 10% there. So that means this is 90% from here to here. And we do know what 90% is. The price was £54. So it means 90% was £54. We can get 100% by doing, we can go from 90 to, we can divide this by 9. That would give us 10% here. And divide that by 9 as well. That is 6 here. And then we can go from 10% to 100% by multiplying by 10 here. And we do the same here, multiply by 10. So we would have £60 here. So it means the original price must be £60. So here it is £60. Original price is £60. Well done! You've completed work through week 1. Foundation tier with 20 marks total. Comment your score below and which question you found most helpful. See you next week for another episode. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Bye.